It's 130 proof.
Oh, that is hot. That's spicy.
I was at a Coldplay concert this week because I lied to you last week on our last episode, and I just want to apologize. It's like Oprah. Are you at a Stagg? You at a Stagg?
It's like butterscotch wasn't in there.
I feel personally attacked. All right, so on that note, I'm going to assume that you're not going to want the rest of that.
Yeah, that's all yours.
And if you do it, let me know the number of your therapist, and I'd like to talk to them.
I need you to stop talking. Do you like our bed?
Stagg.
You like it?
What does our bed have to do with anything with this?
Comfortable?
It is very comfortable.
Your sass is...
After... We talked about this last week. So you can line up the audio? Okay.
Whatever you say.
Yeah. Hi, my name is David, and this is my wife, Brittany, and Brittany does not like bourbon. She doesn't hate it, I don't think, but she doesn't like it a lot.
There has been one episode where I didn't say I didn't like it. I didn't say I liked it either. But I said I could see why people like it. So I feel like that's like, it's a step
baby
above
steps.
hate,
We're
right?
making baby steps.
I'm working on it.
All right. I was at a Coldplay concert this week, and I saw on the screen this guy that looked like he had lied to his wife, and it made me feel really bad.
It should.
Because I lied to you last week on our last episode, and I just want to apologize. I told you that the 129 proof bourbon that we had last week was going to be the hottest bourbon that you would probably ever try.
Like, where is this going?
I lied. Because today we have Stagg coming in at 130 proof.
Okay, but in my defense, so I thought I was going to absolutely despise last week's. And despise is like the bottom of the barrel, no pun intended. And I didn't despise it. So I feel like the heat maybe isn't as much of a factor as you would have thought.
It is not. All right. And because you enjoyed it, I wouldn't say loved it or liked it, but you survived.
I did.
I figured why not just keep pushing the envelope.
I mean, you talk about this bourbon all the time. He talks about this all the time. We have waited in line for this bourbon. So if it's good enough to wait in line for, maybe it's good enough for me to give it a taste.
All right. So let's tell you a little bit about Stagg and, more importantly, George T. Stagg, who is one of the pioneers in the bourbon industry.
Long before bourbon was a global obsession, George T. Stagg was building a whiskey empire in the heart of Kentucky. In the late 1800s, Stagg wasn't a distiller, he was a businessman. But he had a vision. He backed E.H. Taylor Jr., who was modernizing bourbon with steam heat and quality control at the old-fashioned copper distillery. When Taylor ran into financial trouble, Stagg stepped in. He bought the distillery in 1878 and turned it into the most advanced bourbon facility of its time. The distillery would eventually bear his name, George T. Stagg Distillery, a name it carried for nearly a century before becoming what we now know as Buffalo Trace. Today, Buffalo Trace is the oldest continuously operating distillery in America, surviving prohibition, fire, floods, and time itself.
Hopefully you enjoyed that little bit, and let's get to know George T. Stagg, or the Stagg line of bourbons. So Stagg is made by Buffalo Trace. Okay. It wasn't always called Buffalo Trace, but because Stagg and George T. Stagg specifically go way back to the 1800s. So the recipe or the mash bill for Stagg is actually the same exact recipe as used in Buffalo Trace, Eagle Rare, which you have not had yet.
I have not. I know you really like that, though.
Love it. E.H. Taylor. Okay. And George T. Stagg, which is the parent to Stagg. This used to be called Stagg Jr. We do not. It's really hard to get. This is aged anywhere from 8 to, I want to say 10, 12 years. The George T. Stagg is aged 15 to 18 years. Okay. It's part of the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, which is just really fancy for, we can charge you a lot more for that than we can for the normal Stagg. It's aged a lot more. It's going to be more like oaky and whatnot. Okay. But
and that's why we don't have it.
I have tried it, though.
Where did you try it?
When I was on a business trip in Augusta, when we were on that golf trip.
And
the resort that we were at had a bottle of George T. Stagg. It was amazing.
Better than this.
It's different. So it's like a special kind of once in a while bourbon because it's super oaky. You can tell it's ridiculously aged, but it has like all the same characteristics that I like of this, but just like more of it.
Okay.
Right? So the longer they age it, the more the water evaporates, which means the more flavor you have. The unfortunate side effect of that is the more alcohol content you have.
Unfortunate for me.
Well, I mean, depends on how you look at it, right? So this is 130 proof. I don't think we have an age statement on this, but we just know that it's around 8 to 10 years. All right. I want you to think of cherry Coke.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get and try it.
Cherry Coke.
Cherry Coke.
I highly doubt it's going to taste like a cherry Coke, but I'm going to just put that in the back of my brain right now. Maybe manifest that for me. Is that a thing?
Yes, it is a
Wait,
thing.
can I smell it out of the bottle?
Yes, you can. Smell those cherry notes.
Sure. Something like that.
All right, so in Phoenix, this is actually not that hard to get.
Why did we wait in line for it if it's not that hard?
Well, you're never going to see it on a shelf. They
Okay.
don't make enough of it for it to just be available on a shelf. But every time the local Kroger chain in Arizona, it's Fry's. In every state, there's a different name.
Something different.
Yeah, but the one of the beverage managers shoots a little text message out to everybody or posts in either Facebook or any one of the Reddit forums that they're doing an event. Okay, and we talked about this last time. You've been to one. They get a whole shipment of different Buffalo Trace products.
Yeah.
Right. Stagg is like pretty much everybody gets one. It's like Oprah. You get a car, you get a car, you get a Stagg, you get a Stagg. So literally you just...
Actually, special.
No, it's like one of the main things that people show up for.
Okay.
So they always make sure to have enough for everybody. So if you go to one of these events, there's usually about 200 or 300 people in line. They easily have 200 to 300 bottles. In fact, some people go through the line more than once and get multiple bottles. So it's not... I don't think that hard to get. It is allocated. Like I said, you're never going to see it on the shelf of a store. You're never going to just be able to walk up and buy one. But if you go to one of these events, and usually like they'll say that the event starts at 8 a.m. and people start lining up the day before. Those are the people that want the Pappy Van Winkles, like the really hard to get stuff, right? If you don't care about any of that stuff, you could literally show up at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait in line for an hour or less and get a Stagg and probably get an E.H. Taylor and some other Buffalo Trace products. So it's actually, if you just want to get one, you just wait and figure out when they're going to have one. Show up at the event real late. Yeah, as soon as they open, you're going to have to wait for 300 people in front of you to kind of go through the line. But once you get to the front of the line, it usually takes a half hour. You get a Stagg and you get a Stagg.
I won't be waiting in line for any of that.
All right. So
Okay, when I smell this, the first time it smelled like ethanol. But like the second or third time, I feel like it reminds me of like the butterscotch candies a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean,
Is that dumb?
butterscotch is like one of the most sought after flavors in like bourbons. Like everybody, at least everyone that I've
Probably
talked
doesn't
to,
taste like
it never tastes like butterscotch. Even if like the note profile or the flavor profile says, ooh, it's got, butterscotch notes, it never tastes like that. It's complete bullshit. Even the vanilla and the caramel is
liars.
like really pushing it. But, you try.
I saw a TikTok this week that he was just specifically calling out all the notes that are commonly highlighted in every single bourbon tasting, and it was like vanilla and caramel, cinnamon and spice. Like butterscotch wasn't in there.
I feel personally attacked.
But I was like, yep.
I've said all of those. All right, so there's the nose. Let's go ahead and taste it.
Whew.
It's 130 proof.
Oh, that is hot. That's spicy.
Yeah, there are not a whole lot of bourbons that are this hot or hotter.
I do not like that flavor.
You don't like the flavor?
No.
Really?
No, really. Why is that surprising to you at this point?
I don't know. I just think it's got it's definitely got some cherry to it.
No.
But cherry Robitussin.
Is that a desirable trait? People were like, hey, I would love to go stand in line and wait for some cherry Robitussin, please. You can just go to Walgreens for that.
And you could get high off the cherry.
If you drink enough of it, you actually might get a little high. Don't the kids in that like a purple drank, what they call it in college? I don't know.
Yeah.
I never did that, of course. Ever.
Not doing it for you?
It's too hot. It's too hot.
Okay.
Why does this feel hotter than, what was that, Elijah Craig barrel proof?
The barrel proof was 129. This is
feels
130.
So I don't know what the hotness scale is and how they add a point to this, but this feels like way hotter than that to me.
This is not aged as long as the Elijah Craig barrel proof that we had. That was an 11 year. This is like an 8 to 10, maybe 11. I doubt it. It's probably more like 8 to 10.
I cannot get any flavor out of that except for heat.
Really?
Just heat.
Oh.
Even like even the aftertaste. So like the aftertaste, I'm like, the Elijah Craig, I feel like the aftertaste, I think I even said in an episode, like I can taste some sweetness to it. I cannot taste anything but heat in this.
Really?
All heat. Yeah.
So it's like a Carolina Reaper pepper where it's just like no flavor, like all heat.
It's all for like shock value.
All right. So on that note, I'm going to assume that you're not going to want the rest of that.
Yeah, that's all yours.
All right. The Brit scale, which we've gotten a lot of great feedback on. Ugh. People love the Brit scale. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the Stagg?
A 2.
Oof.
Sorry.
It's like a 10 for me.
I cannot taste anything except for the heat. No flavor, just heat.
All right. Let's try a cocktail with this.
I mean, it can only go up from here, right? Add more to it. Maybe it'll water down the flavor enough where I can actually taste something other than heat.
We'll see.
Maybe.
All right, let's go downstairs.
Okay.
All right, we are going to make a mixed drink with Stagg. No, we're not. Nobody in their right mind would actually use this in a mixed drink. So instead,
this is news to me.
No, we don't waste good alcohol on mixed cocktails. Okay, we don't do it. And if you do it, let me know the number of your therapist, and I'd like to talk to them. Okay. Instead,
judgmental.
We're going to use Stagg's little brother because it has the same mash bill, just obviously not aged as much and not nearly as hot. We're going to use Buffalo Trace, or what's left of the Buffalo Trace. There's not a whole lot going on here.
Yeah.
I always carry a backup, so I do have an extra bottle if we need it, but hopefully this is going to be enough for the recipe, which is, go ahead, you going to say?
I was just going to say, out of all the bourbons that we have, I'm actually surprised that this is as low as it is.
I drink that more than I drink. Like, that's just a really good daily drinker.
Yeah.
Most people would argue with me on that, and I would argue back. We fly United, and United has Buffalo Trace, and
Thanks,
it's
United.
just a great, thank you, United. I will always, when I'm on a flight, as long as it's not at 6 a.m., which most of my flights unfortunately are, I will always order a Buffalo Trace and just drink it neat just because I enjoy it. So it's a little watered down, but it's good. So this drink is called a cherry Redux.
Or redo if you're...
It's not a redo. I actually did the Chat GPT thing, and
Someone back me up on this. Like, if you have REDUX, do you say Redux or do you say redo? I think Chat GPT is wrong.
It could be wrong. It's been known to be wrong before, but I'm going with what it told me.
Tell us what you think.
I did actually ask it, how do you pronounce the word? And it said Redux, and it actually spelled it out DUCKS.
Yeah, they're
Ducks.
They're wrong. So what's in the redo? I can't do it. I cannot call it that for the life of me. Is 1.5 ounces of Buffalo Trace each.
Not Stagg.
Not Stagg. And then it is 1/2 ounce each of Luxardo cherry syrup. Oh, there's probably going to be a cherry that ends up in there. Oh,
back in there.
Okay. I'm going to need you to not do that because I'm going to spill this.
There you go.
Okay. So that, and then...
By the way, I wouldn't be mad if you put a cherry in my drink.
Okay. Well, looks like you're going to get it anyways.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Oh, this is me. I'm making...
Oh, she drippy. She drippy.
Well, since we have one in that one, we probably need one. Another one too.
Well, don't forget the bottle.
Okay. And then...
Good old Coca-Cola. Although... I've been told if you have Mexican Coke,
We don't.
We
But
don't. But if you have, although we are pretty close to Mexico, you would think we would have Mexican Coke. We don't.
you would think.
The real cane sugar and Mexican Coke actually makes this taste better.
Yeah.
As opposed to the high fructose corn syrup, which is pretty much what we're used to in America.
This also has a dash of orange bitters in it, which, you know, we're a huge fan of at this point.
Yes.
Okay, so let's measure this out. It's 3 ounces each. So 6 ounces.
Easy on that pour. Jesus, look at the head on that
Oh
thing.
my God. This is not beer.
3/4 of a cup.
This is not beer. All right, so measure that out. A little bit more.
Don't mess this up.
I need you to stop talking. Okay? Okay.
Is that even?
Oh, just about.
All right.
We have a little fancy stir stick. We're not shaking this. That would be a disaster.
And clear ice.
And clear ice. Okay. It tastes like cherry Coke.
That's supposed to.
It's extra sassy today.
Remember, I mentioned at the beginning of this episode about the flavor of cherry cola
Do you like our
in
bed?
Stagg.
You like it?
What does our bed have to do with
Is it
anything with
is it
this?
comfortable?
It is very comfortable.
Your sass is
After, by
saying
the way, she
couch.
changes the mattress like once every 3 months because she gets tired of the mattress.
I was hot.
What does the mattress have to do with hot?
Try the drink, David. Ooh,
I think she likes it.
I like that. Yeah.
It's kind of like
It's like, dare I say, Jack and
it's
Cherry
like
Coke?
it's like a Jack and Cherry Coke.
Yeah.
With it, like the orange bitters add a little bit of kind of citrus to it,
yeah, it's good.
but it's surprisingly good. Like I would drink this by the pool
Yeah.
on a hot summer day. Totally.
We have no shortage of those right now.
Mm-hmm.
Move
Phoenix
to
in
Arizona,
the summer,
they
yeah.
said. It's super fun, they said.
All right, and we are done. And that was a cherry Redux.
Or redo. And just for the record, if I'm going to rate this, the OG was Stagg on this. My OG
Yes.
rating was very low for Stagg. It was a 2. I think this is a little bit of like a bias rating because Buffalo Trace is not nearly as hot as Stagg. And I really like this cocktail.
I actually think this. I mean, using Stagg in a cocktail is an absolute
I would
nightmare of a
never.
decision. Never do it. Right? It's just too valuable of juice to do that. I actually think it would do really good
Really.
in this type of a drink because the sweetness of the cola and the bitterness and the sourness of the citrus
Yeah.
of the orange bitters would actually probably cancel out a lot of the heat. And I think those cherry Coke flavors would actually come through more in the Stagg.
But you'll never let me try.
We'll never know.
We'll never know.
We will
If
just
you-
never know.
If you liked this episode, please feel free to watch any of our other episodes. We always appreciate a like and subscribe. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at My Wife Hates Bourbon. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think.
Does she still hate bourbon?
Uh,
You didn't rate this.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You got to give it a rating.
I still feel like this is a little bit unfair given the difference between the two of these, but this is like a 7 cocktail for me. It's pretty good.
Ooh, okay. A 7. I think that's
I
one
like
of the
it.
highest.
Like I plan on finishing this.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe. All right, so we had a 2 and a 7, halfway, 4.5-ish?
I feel like 5 feels low given how much I enjoy this cocktail, but obviously I understand that it's because I really did not like this Stagg.
4.5. We're going with it.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.